It's guys, it's time. It's time. It's time I made the video. I'm gonna make the video, guys. I'm gonna make the video. Okay, Sapnum fellas. I should probably move the mic a bit further away. But I think it's about time I made this video. This is gonna be a video entirely about my favorite Pokemon, Farigiraf. Because I think I should talk about how to use it and like what its uses are, what it does, why I think it's really good. Because this Nino Scarlet FF to number 70 has been the single biggest like online tournament of Scarlet and Violet, and Farigiraf got second on it. I'll show the team in a minute, and that made me very happy. And I think Farigiraf is just genuinely really good into the meta right now, because if we look at the metagame right now, you have priority, so do you, 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 so do you. And Farigiraf stops all of that. See, what else? What else here has priority? You, 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 you. Do you get the point? You have priority. 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 As do you. Do you get the point? Do you get the point? There's the meta of Scarlet and Violet has so much priority, and Farigiraf just completely blocks out with its ability Armor Tail, but when its allies are protected from opposing priority moves, as well as a lot of the general metagame being really fast. So access to Trick Room is also like really valuable. There are 3 different items that, there are known like 3 different items you can run on Farigiraf. What are you talking about them? But like, yeah, I think like it's not just all that the Farigiraf's good with, because you can't. It's not like Cresselia where you can just let it sit on the field, because you can't, because its special attack stat is too high. It's gonna be doing some good damage. Psychic or Twin Beam can get rid of Urshifu. They can do big damage to Amoonguss. Good damage to hands. Hyper Voice can do good damage to Chiampao, or Dazzling Gleam if you choose to use that over it. It doesn't like Heatran that much. Let's see, what else? Dazzling Gleam's good into that Urshifu. And basically everything else gets chipped by Hyper Voice. But also, locking moves behind Imprison makes it not only a good Trick Room setter, but also a good Trick Room stopper as well. There's the Throat Spray set with Hyper Voice, Twin Beam, Twin Beam / Psychic, Trick Room, and Protect. I think a lot of Farigiraf sets are Hyper Voice, Spread Move, Psychic Move, Trick Room, and then that a filler move. The spread move, you want either Hyper Voice or Dazzling Gleam. I personally recommend Hyper Voice. For the Psychic move, you can run, the biggest one is Psychic, base 90 power, just like what Psychic normally does. Twin Beam is a tad bit weaker, but it hits twice and that's good because it can go through Sash on mons like Urshifu. Trick Room's necessary on this Pokemon. Then there are a few moves. There's Protect, there's Imprison, there's Helping Hand, there's the other move that's on this set. And that move is Nasty Plot. Now, for Terra types, I think you always want either Terra Fairy or Terra Water. And I'll show you why Terra Water in a minute. I think on sets where you have Dazzling Gleam, you want Terra Fairy. But Protect is just like general, reliable, like it does what it normally does. Nasty Plot is good on the Goggle set, where when you don't have the Throat Spray boost, if you have Throat Spray, you have like you have quite a bit more damage and can threaten a lot more. When you have Safety Goggles, you can't threaten as much damage, which is why I like Nasty Plot whenever I'm running Terra Normal. Not Terra Normal, but whenever I'm running Safety Goggles. It just helps a lot with the damage, and you can run bulky enough to where, since you're running Nasty Plot, you can get away with not running much special attack. So around like that, you just invest like really heavily into bulk. Then there's the case of you don't need Throat Spray or Nasty Plot. You can go Rocky Helmet. This set is the set that used if we replace Twin Beam with Psychic. This set is the set that won no, not the one that got second in the Pokebros tour. Basically, this thing does massive damage to Urshifu, and Chien-Pao is forced to hit it with Crunch if it wants to do anything, and then that breaks Sash. Because it's going to resist Ice Spinner or Icicle Crash. It can't hit it with Sucker Punch, so then it has one of two options. It either crunches / throat chops and breaks its Sash, or it Sacred Swords and it breaks its Sash. Either way, it breaks its Sash. Yeah. So, like, with Terra Water, you kind of just beat Chien-Pao in the 1v1, if you have Terra Water and Rocky Helmet. It's also really strong into Urshifu, as it's forced to click Close Combat if it doesn't want to take massive damage, but then it's taking massive damage anyway because of Psychic, and you could very, very easily, like, EV this thing to live a Close Combat, even next to Chien-Pao. Now, I'm going to show you the team it got second with. It's a very smart team with Assault Vest Heatran, Terra Dark Chien-Pao, Fluttermane with no Shadow Ball, Terra Poison Rillaboom, and just the regular Dragapult set. Now, I don't know what the EVs for this team were. One of the interesting things is Substitute Main with no Shadow Ball, but I think that's because Dragapult is dishing out plenty of ghost damage with Terra Ghost, Terra Blast, and Phantom Force. Yeah, the way the way this player used Farigiraf was incredibly smart, because he did what not many people have thought to do before, and that was pair it with Chien-Pao and Dragapult. The reason Chien-Pao Dragapult isn't as big as it was in Regulation C was because Chien-Pao is everywhere, which means it threatened Dragapult with Sucker Punch. But Dragapult can't be threatened with Sucker Punch if the Farigiraf is on the field. And, like, Rillaboom being, like not as fast as the general metagame, and bulky, same with Heatran, they function really well in Trick Room, as well as outside of it. And I think Farigiraf just complements this really well, and this player was really smart for utilizing it in the way that he did. Because again, not many people have thought to run it like this before. So, yeah, Farigiraf, I think it's generally just a pretty underutilized Pokemon right now, but I think now that it's getting more and more results, more and more people are believing, I think it's going to see more usage. And it's funny because in a lot of the in some of the communities I'm in, I'm known as the Farigiraf guy. This is my favorite Pokemon. I will always use this Pokemon when I'm not using like another team for a video or like just an idea I had. I will be using Farigiraf, and people will try it out, and then they come to me saying they're a believer. It's awesome. I am the Farigiraf guy. I love this Pokemon so much. I just Farigiraf, my beloved. Anyway, thanks. That's gonna be it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Keep smiling. Thanks for 5 watch. Bye.